Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like a dapper dog, giving them microphone, dressed like $1 million, diamond things in its cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh yeah, everybody out there listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together. Steve Harvey. Oh, listen, Steve Harvey. Why don't you join me? Steve Harvey. You know, y'all better give me some eggs while I listen to Steve Harvey. Won't you join in with me? If you're with me, help me say, turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on, yeah. Turn it on. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. You know y'all can hear me on. Turn it up. Steve Harvey in the morning, y'all. Yeah. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn your radio on. Turn your radio on. You gotta turn it on. Steve Harvey got to turn them out. Got to turn them out. Harvey turn them on in the morning, y'all. Come on, Steve. Come on. Do your thing, Big Daddy.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. You are listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only, Steve Harvey. Got a radio show, yeah, man. Got one. Hey, you know, I think of my life in terms of blessings. You know, I take mostly a positive approach and a positive spin to my life. I hardly ever dwell on, I can't say that I don't think about the what's wrong in it because I have to address problems as they arise. But I try not to let them consume me. I let the consumption part be about the blessings, the positive things that has occurred in my life, the good things that God has done for me, the power that he's displayed in my life, the protection he's given me over the years, to being tucked under his wings. I focus on the things that he promises me. I think of all the goodness that I perceive to come my way. I think that has a lot to do with me learning more and more about the law of attraction in terms of, you know, what you think and what you put out in the space, and what you pray about is what you receive, you know. And so I've become better and better at that. It's not to say that I'm not human and I don't have moments where I think a little bit too long about what's going wrong and what enemy is about to attack and what they're going to do and say and all of this here. So that's not to say that I'm not concerned about it, but I try to dwell mostly on the positive. And one of the things that I learned, you can have an incredible life. All of you, all of us, we can have incredible lives if we just let God drive. See, the problem that I had years ago was I was the driver of my life, and I was taking myself in the directions that I thought would be best for me. And I aimed at things that I thought I could accomplish. And I set goals that I saw myself being able to attain. I was driving. When I gave up and I let God drive, I then opened up my mind and my spirit to what God had for me, for what God could see for me, for what God could do in my life, for what God wanted for me. Now, he wanted for me and he wanted of me. See, that's the connection that you got to try to make. Well, not try. That's the connection that you got to make to really get it. Now, listen to me. What I don't want you to do is do like me. Don't be afraid of the what for, of the what he wants you to do part. See, because that ain't going to be nearly as demanding and as offsetting as you think it's going to be. See, I thought that if I did God's will, that if I let God tell me what to do, that it would cause me to not to be able to do some things I wanted to do. Well, which is true, but the stuff I wanted to do was all detrimental to my well-being and my future and my growth and development as a man. I was stopping my own growth as a man because, see, I was doing what I thought I should do as a man. But when you give it over to God, see, God has a much better plan for you than you can ever have for yourself. And God knows a better way, far better than the one you know. I want you to believe that, man. You got to understand that part of it. And that's the part that I finally got through my head, to let God do it his way and to show me a better way, and to teach me a better way, and expose to me a better way. And when I opened up my mind to what God was talking about, I began to see things totally differently, and things started coming to me totally differently. If you've been a friend of mine or a fan of mine over the years, I mean, you've had to see it, the change. You've had to see the difference. I mean, and I acknowledge that every chance I get, because I promised God I would, and I hope that I'm not falling short in that category. But then again, if I told it all day long what he done for me, I still wouldn't have enough time to really explain thoroughly what he's done for me, because it's such a continuous growth in me. But now, that's not to say that I'm finished or I'm done or I'm complete, because I'm still short. And that's the cold thing about it, man. See, no matter how good you get at it, you ain't going to ever be the best you can be. You just not, because you going to fall short. You can't be him. You can strive for perfection. I hear people saying it all the time. I applaud you for saying you want to be perfect, but you ain't, and you can't, and you not, and you aren't, and you won't, and you will not. And so you quit saying it. You quit saying it to me. Quit saying it to other people. I'm seeking a life of perfection, but it's something that you cannot have, because he said you can't do it. But that's what he there for. He there for the moments when you stumble and you fall. And you gonna stumble and fall. So you got to get that part right, man. The stumbling, falling part is coming. But see, you get God in your life, and it helps you so that you don't stumble, fall, wallow, roll over, lay there, languish. That's what God is for. So when you stumble and fall, you get back up, because you're going to make mistakes. You're going to get it wrong. You're going to come under attack. You're going to be lied about. You are going to be falsely accused. That's going to happen to you the moment you make a decision to do better, the moment you try to be more, the moment you try to get it right. The devil got to send his attackers, man, and he controls certain people. He just got people that's on his side 24/7. You know them too. You've all met one or two of them in your life. They just busy with the business of nothingness. They just busy about the destruction of others. You say, I know them. You know them. They coming. But here's what you got to hold fast to. They can't take away nothing from you that God gave you. They didn't make you. See, people who claim to have made you, if they so in the make you business, why don't they make theyself? Or if they ain't with you no more and they so busy in the I made you business, why don't they make somebody else? Since you want to get credit for making somebody, make yourself. If you're responsible for someone else's success, then you should easily be able to take claim and be responsible for your own success. See, be careful of that. And don't change your course because somebody's attacking you with that. You keep doing what you're doing. I just hope, man, that I'm giving it to God the way I said I would give it to him, that I would unload every chance I got that I was supposed to without being, oh, here he come again. I try not to be that. But, man, I don't know what else to be for the first 12 minutes of my show. What else you want me to say? I got 4 hours. I can't give God 12 minutes, man. I mean, for real, Steve? Come on, man. I mean, let's look at this right here. It's like, for example, it's like detoxing your body, which is one of the most healthy things you can do for your body, is to detox your system and clean out the pipes and the liver and the blood and get it all together, give your kidneys a break and all like this. Okay, right? Okay, but to detox it properly, it takes 21 days, right? And I hear a lot of people talking about, 21 days, I ain't got. But see, hold up, man. If the 21 days out of 360 days a year, you ain't got 21 to straighten yourself out, you ain't got 21 days to give yourself a better shot at health. I mean, that's crazy to me once you wrap your mind around it. See, and so like if you giving honor to God just 12 minutes out the day, dog, he gave you 24 hours of luxury and life and breath and hope and promise. You ain't got 12 minutes to give him out the day? That don't make no sense. What an exchange. What a wonderful life God has given me in exchange for so small of effort that I put forth. Don't let the effort you got to put forth to God seem so daunting that you don't attempt to do it. Because, man, it seems like a lot. It ain't nothing compared to what he be giving us, for real. So if you want a real life, you want a real shot at what you can be, what you can have, what you can own, what you can become, who you really are, go to God, let him fix you, man. That's all.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is a special day. We have two special guests on the show today who just take off when they want to. Because, they always, I have said in the past that I wasn't hiring no more people like this, but I just keep doing it. So, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, Shirley Strawberry.
Hey, good morning, Steve.
Thank you, darling. Carla Farrell.
Good morning, Steve. What's
Such
up,
a wonderful woman. Thank you so much for joining us. Nephew Tommy, how you feeling today, man?
I'm in the building, big dog. I'm good.
Good. Now, I've just put it out of order, so to speak, because I got to introduce two people to you. Two people who are constantly in competition with one another. Two people who refuse to be outdone by one another. If one do something, the other one try to top it. So, Jay decided he wasn't feeling good, so he asked for some time off, and I granted it. Junior got sick of that. Oh, excuse the pun. So Junior decided he wasn't going to feel good either. So we had two things happen on this morning show. I'd like to apologize for the listeners that's been asking, where has Jay been? Well, Jay is here. And for the past few days asking, where has Junior been? Well, damn it, we don't know either. So we're about to find out, ladies and gentlemen. We call them, as you would say to your dogs, sick 'em. We call them the sick 'em boys, because they will pull one on you out of nowhere. Ladies and gentlemen, Junior.
You ain't gonna out-sick me.
I see that. And J. Anthony Brown.
Jay is back.
What's up, Jay?
I didn't know he was going to come back today. Had I known he was coming back today, I would have waited another day, so it would have been all me. I didn't know I had to share my coming back.
Yeah.
That's what I don't like. Yeah.
Yeah, well, you did.
Yeah.
Bitter man.
Yeah, this with me.
In the building.
You ain't finna out-sick him.
No, you're not gonna out-sick me, man.
Did he know you were coming back today, Jay?
Yeah, he knew. I told him when I was coming back.
Hell yeah, he told me.
I went right
He
down.
called me and told me he was coming back. I said, okay, well, it won't, your Junior's out.
Yeah.
He said, well, I told Junior I was coming back. I said, well, Junior's still going to be out. Oh, am I surprised?
Jay, wasn't you out last year doing the cruise?
Sure was, Tommy.
You always out doing they cruise, dog.
Oh, is this cruise time, Tommy?
Yeah.
And he was out.
On the cruise.
Do you think he tried to stow away?
We sure do. That's why we're bringing it up.
I can't tell if he got a tan because he too dark.
Tommy.
Welcome back, Jay.
My buddy.
You were definitely
Guilty,
missed.
Tommy.
Definitely missed.
Yeah, man. So you can take over one of these shows, man. All that time you done took off hell.
All right,
We'll
well,
be back
listen.
with these two slow-ass people on this here show.
Coming up at 32 after the hour, parenting pressure and challenges. We'll talk about some of our issues right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, yesterday when we got off the air, guys, the morning crew had a long discussion about parenting. We're all dealing with some sort of parenting pressure or challenge. Each one of us are dealing with something, is dealing with something. Some of us are parents of millennials. Carla and Tommy are parents of young children. So, guys, let's just talk about parenting pressures and the different ways of parenting compared to how our parents raised us. All right, Steve, you can go first.
Well, it's not so much a...
We need something to drink if we finna do this here. We finna talk about these kids?
It's too early.
These kids?
No, I'm with
I don't
Tommy,
give a damn
though.
what time it is. We need something.
We need to inject something. I'm with you. Something needs to be
I
injected.
agree with Tommy finally.
No.
Yeah, and then you just gonna make me first. You don't even let me warm up. I just said good morning. Now after this, I'll be wanting to say good night. Man, I'm so sick of my damn kids. You know what it is, man? It's not comparisons of how it used to be. It's just that, you know, it frustrates you as a parent because, oh my goodness, everything you pour into your kids, and when they move out the house, they do something that you distinctly remember telling them, don't do it.
Not to do.
Yeah. But
And there is a thing in them that thinks they know more than you, and now here their ass go.
Yeah.
when you put it like that, weren't we just like that, though, when we
I
were their
don't give a
age?
damn if I was.
I'm saying we were. We were not.
But
I
wait,
mean,
wait,
because
wait,
I
wait.
distinctly remember my mom telling me things and me doing them anyway, thinking I knew everything when I
You know
turned
what?
18.
Not as a child. As a
We didn't
we
get
talking
caught.
about kids are doing stuff as grown-ups.
Yeah, see, Shirley, you trying to change the question
No,
that
I'm
you
not.
presented.
No.
We talking about our damn kids.
I know, but I just want to make sure that base is covered because
Tommy talking about his kids. I'm talking about mine. You talking about yours. Carla gonna talk about hers. The Carla, the only one got one stay at the house.
Okay, first of all, you need to calm down
No, I ain't got to calm down.
because I am not your kid.
Let me say this. Let me say this.
I know.
Here's the big problem that I have.
Right.
They feel like it's this sense of entitlement.
Right.
Like I
That's
owe you
it.
something.
Yes.
That's what bothers me. Like I owe you, but not only do you think I owe you something, you don't want to take direction from me. But you still want me to give you
the one
something.
thing that really gets me is the phrase, "You haven't done anything for me." That's when you like want to snap. Yeah.
Every time the phone rings, it's not hi, how are you, Mom? It's Mom, I need gas. Mom, I mean,
Shirley,
it's
why
stuff,
are you answering the phone?
it's stuff because you never know. You got to answer it if your kids call. You guys don't answer the phone when your kids call?
I stop.
My mama did.
I stop.
Yeah, I have to answer
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I have to answer it. But yeah,
but
it's
see,
always
you got
about
a girl,
money.
so you have to
daughter.
answer the
Yeah,
phone.
that's
with the
Yeah.
girls.
I
I play
have
my
to.
son out. Now, Stevie Jason and Winter, they call all they want. It's if I feel like it.
Is
so
your
I
mood for that
I should have had a son, huh?
day? Oh, right, Shirley.
And Shirley, here's the thing.
Yeah.
When you call your son and he don't answer
Yeah.
the phone that you bought
That
him,
you pay for, you pay the
That
bill
I'm not
for.
answering your damn call either.
Jeez.
Being
Oh, you
that
ain't
I'm
ready to
young-
come over here, Carla. You'll be here in a few years. You ain't ready for this.
And I
think-
keep
I think
getting, I
also
know,
as a-
Mom. I know, Mom. I know, Mom. I know,
And
Mommy.
don't
Mommy.
know a
Sometimes.
damn
I know,
thing.
Mommy. I know. I know, Mommy.
Over and
No, you
over.
don't.
What? No, you don't.
How the hell could you? know?
Yes. I know, Mommy. I know. I get that all
I'm
the
going to do
time.
better, Dad.
Yeah.
Dad, I'm going to do better.
Or
I'm gonna
you
do
get
better.
this one. Or there you go with that. Oh, you got to bring that up again. Okay, you gonna bring that up again, right?
Well, what are some of the issues, though, that you guys, like, compare it to when we were kids? Like, Shirley
Well,
was
the
saying-
problem is we ain't
Different
whooping their
universe.
ass the way we got whooped.
Well,
That's the problem.
Yeah, that,
They
of
didn't
course,
get their
that.
ass whooped, and they didn't work as hard as we worked. They just didn't.
That's
See,
right. And social media, you got to throw that
Here's
in
the
there.
core of what has happened.
They
Shirley's
know better than
absolutely
we
right.
do.
Social media has a lot to do with it. We're going to talk about that in a second. All of us have worked very hard to give our children a better life than the one we had.
Absolutely.
And
Absolutely.
in that, it created a level of comfort that we didn't ever have growing up. And it created a level of expectation that we didn't have growing up and a sense of entitlement.
Okay.
And they just have not had to work near as hard to get the simple things that we got because we gave it to them.
Steve,
And
I
it's
asked my
hard for-
daughter. Oh,
Go
okay.
ahead, Jimmy.
I'll just say this quickly. I asked my daughter when she was getting her car, what kind of car does she want?
Mm-hmm.
She said a Range Rover.
Oh,
She did not blink. She did not.
You know what?
And what did you say?
Yeah.
Well,
I think
Did you
the
buy
other way
it?
they look at
No.
it too is that whatever problem they're in, whatever financial problem they're in, to solve it doesn't involve work. It's a phone call away.
yes.
How am I going to get out of this?
Right.
Let me just
That's
call
what Steve
Dad.
is saying,
Let me
Jay.
just call
Okay.
Mom.
That's exactly
Exactly.
right. That's exactly
Exactly.
right.
And like I always say to people, what money does is having money makes all emergencies become mere inconveniences. And it's not that you have to have a ton of it. You just have to have enough to get them past their emergency and turn it into an inconvenience. Them damn boys of mine down at Mo House, if them stupid ass, I said, can you read? It said no parking. How you got 12 damn tickets? It's in red. It's got a picture of a tow truck towing the car. And your dumb ass parked there. Now you talking about I can't believe they towed my car. The damn sign.
Can you read? Man.
I know. It's just.
Dog,
don't
do
know.
you know how many times I got that car out of tow? And then when I told them they wasn't getting no car until they second year of college, Marjorie went behind my back and let them have the car. Now, I heard them talking because I gave them a truck, a Ford truck. I heard them talking about, I wanted a Cadillac Escalade. A Cadillac?
A Range Rover.
A damn Cadillac. My dream car when I was 18? Boy,
All
right.
Not going to happen.
We got to get out of here. Coming up next, more fun with the nephew and run that prank back. Welcome back, Jay. Yeah. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour in entertainment news, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union support their 11-year-old son at the Gay Pride Parade, and Solange has canceled her Coachella date. But right now, the nephew's in the building with Run That Prank Back. What you got for us, Neff?
My roommate Benny.
Ooh,
My roommate Benny.
it was loud in my ear.
All that
That's how
yelling
it's
about
supposed to be. It's prank time. Everybody knows it's prank time. Get ready. My roommate Benny. Run that cat.
Hello?
Must be the Devin.
Yeah, this he.
Okay, hey man, this Chris. I live above you. I ain't never met you before, but you have you been calling the leasing office about complaining on me about I'm making too much noise or what?
Yeah, man. My bad, bro. I was trying to catch you, man. I could never catch you at home, man. It's just like, you know, bro.
I work at night. I work at night.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? I work in the day. But I can't sleep at night, bro, because I don't know what's going on in your apartment. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to be in your business. I'm not trying to be in your business, player. I just can't get no sleep at night, man, because there be a lot of noise up there, a lot of noise, a lot of talking. And what you do is your business, bro. I'm just saying, man, please, dog.
Hey, man, but you ain't have to go to the leasing office, man. All you had to do, you know, was holler at me. They got me written up like, you know, one more complaint on me, they gonna put me out or something.
Well, yeah, dog, like I say, though, I was trying to find you. You know what I'm saying? But I guess we miss each other because you work at night, I work in the day. So, you know, when you going, I'm coming, and when I'm coming, you going. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to start no I'm just trying to, you know, go to work and pay my bills, man. That's all.
I be at work at night, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to get my hustle on like you trying to get yours on during the day.
Hold on. Okay, let's make it make sense. Bruh, if you at work at night, somebody in your apartment talking loud than a keeping me up, square business.
Okay.
You got a roommate or something?
No, I ain't got no roommate.
Man,
you might have heard Benny.
Somebody in there talking loud, holding a conversation. It's like two people in there talking loud every night.
That's Benny, man. Benny be talking.
Okay, you say you ain't got no roommate, so who is Benny? Who is Benny?
Benny is my bird, my parrot. That's Benny be talking.
Oh, say, man, stop with me, dog. Listen, man. Why? Wait a minute. You trying to tell me a bird?
That's Benny, man. I done had Benny 10 years. That's my bird.
Birds don't even live that long. So now I'm up at night. I'm up at work because of a bird? That's what you want? That's what you call me to tell me? A bird.
I call you to tell you ain't got to be putting these complaints on me, man.
Say, man.
But I'm gone at night. That's Benny talking, man.
Put in Benny in. Your bird,
Hey,
dog.
yo, no, hold on. Yo, Benny, dog. Wait a minute.
Hey, look, I'm telling you now. Do something with the bird then, or it's going to be some consequences and repercussions. I'm talking about some fried chicken around this.
Hey, man, Benny is like a family member to me.
Birds. Toucan Sam, the chicken on the cornflake box, Kentucky chicken, churches, all that. Your bird.
Hey, man, you don't tell me nothing bad about my bird. Okay, brother, you know what? Maybe me and you need to square off in front of each other, because you don't disrespect Benny, man.
Hey, all right. You think it's some, all right. I bet that be on my table when I get home. If it's a bird, then I bet that be on my dinner table, man.
Hey, man, now you ain't finna sit here and disrespect me and try to tell me what you gonna do to my bird. Now, you ain't finna do nothing stupid to Benny.
I tell you what. See, it's day. You at home right now. Wait till you go to work tonight. I bet you Benny don't be at that tomorrow. I bet you we be finger licking good tomorrow.
Hey, man, hold on a minute, man. Wait a minute, dog. What you can't do is start talking about what you gonna do to my bird. Now, I done told you filed for going to the leasing office calling me out, and now you on the phone. I'm trying to work this out with you, and now
man, you ain't trying to work it out. Now, first off, you call me and tell me that it's a bird holding a conversation with itself. I'm the stupid right now. I'm the stupid for even continuing this conversation about a bird that's keeping me up all night. Are you serious?
Man, maybe you need to get some earplugs or something, man.
Say, man, listen, bro. Listen. Whatever the it is, if it's a bird, a recording, whatever it is, you better do something with it. And if it's a bird, man, I'm going to be so insulted if this is a bird. And I'm going to really...
It is a bird. It's Benny, man. It's Benny. All you had to do was come to me, and we could have handled this like me.
Hold on. Okay. We're going to handle it like me and then. First off, leasing office wouldn't give me your name. What's your name?
My name Chris.
Okay, Chris. I'm Devin. There we go. Listen, dog, I ain't, for the past 3 months, you know what I'm saying, I ain't really been getting no sleep because of this bird. You say it's a bird. I don't believe that, but a bird, a bird, come on, dog.
That's my bird, Benny, man. I had Benny for 10 years.
Well, look, take the to work with you then. I don't care. Figure something out, but whatever going on up there with you and your bird need to come to an immediate halt, or it's going to be some dog.
Hey, man, what you can't do is threaten me about what's going on in my household, man.
Look here, you and Benny, Lenny, whatever the name is, you need to do something with that, or it's going to be some real issues. Man, why am I going back and forth with you about this, and you keep telling me something about a bird?
It's a bird. What's the problem with it? What's the problem understanding that people have pet birds?
Say, man, I don't give a if you have a pet bird, but really, this talks all night long. How do you live with this thing? Because don't never shut up.
I tell you what Benny told me to tell you, though. Can I tell you what Benny told me to tell you?
Wait, Chris. Wait, bro. I don't want to hear what no bird told you to tell me. Oh, my God.
Can I tell you what Benny told me to tell you?
What? What the did Benny?
Benny told me to tell you this, that this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy, Sean.
You Are you serious, dog?
David, did I get you, man?
You got me, dog. You got me, man. That guy, I'm gonna get him. I'm gonna have to wait till this dude get home, dog, and talk to him. I ain't talk so much to you about this supposed bird. I don't know what's upstairs, man. I mean, dog, I be up all night. You know what I'm saying? I'm missing my sleep. I'm missing y'all in the morning because I'm drowsy, hitting the snooze button.
I got one more thing to ask you, Debbie. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Oh, man, Steve Harvey Morning Show. With Nephew Tom.
There it is, my roommate, Benny. Just wanted to do it.
Oh, man.
Everybody got different kind of roommates. Mine just happened to be a bird. You understand what I'm saying? My roommate, Benny. I'll be at the Keswick Theater. That is Glenside, Pennsylvania. That is this coming Saturday. 2 shows, 7 and 10 o'clock, both of them with me and the beautiful Samoa. What? Sold out. It might be one. Just one. I don't know where that one is, but they might have one. Following week, Friday, April 19th, Knoxville Civic Auditorium in Knoxville, Tennessee. It is me and the one and only Bruce. We will be in the building. 8 o'clock show tickets on sale right now. Box office and all Ticketmaster outlets. And then we have Virginia Beach Comedy Club, May 2nd through the 4th. Virginia Beach Comedy Club. Tickets on sale right now. Bruce.
All right, nephew.
That's my dude, Bruce.
All right, well, listen, coming up at the top of the hour, we're going to have some entertainment news for you. Like I said, Dwayne Wade and Gabrielle Union are in the news, as well as Solange. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In entertainment news, Gabrielle Union Wade is supporting her 11-year-old stepson with pride. On Sunday, Gabrielle and her family got all decked out in their rainbow gear for the Miami Pride Festival in support of their son, Zion Wade. Unfortunately, Dwayne Wade was unable to attend the parade because of the Miami heat. They had an away game in Toronto, but he shared his pride on social media for all to see. Zion had his own cheering section today, D. Wade said on Instagram. Wish I was there to see you smile, kid. Zion's older brother Zaire also showed some love on the internet and told his followers, love you, little bro, no matter what. People on social media are praising Dwayne and Gabrielle's positive approach to parenting, with some saying the celebs are parents to look up to. Wow.
I ain't mad at
That's
that.
nice.
Great,
Uh-huh.
I ain't mad
Yeah.
at that.
Right.
Mhm.
That's their son.
Yeah.
They do
right.
seem like
Love
very
'em.
loving parents, especially with the new
Absolutely.
little baby they have and everything. Very loving.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Not
and
to put that pressure
Well,
on
I
them.
can't
We
say
like
nothing
to do.
about it because I'm still mad at my damn boys for asking for that damn Cadillac Escalade.
Steve, you talked about that 20 minutes ago.
Yeah,
You
well,
still-
whatever. It's still burning.
Okay.
You talking about you want a damn Cadillac Escalade. Ain't working nowhere. Talking about a damn Cadillac Escalade.
You know,
I'm
you
glad
know how
you
I
didn't buy it,
felt.
though.
Yeah.
You what, Tommy?
I'm glad you didn't buy it. Did you buy it?
Boy, hell, boy.
That's too much.
Boy.
Yeah, that's too much.
We got in trouble asking for bus fare when we were coming up.
Wow.
Man, they looked at me so crazy. I asked for a bike one year. They looked at me like I had lost my damn a bike.
A bike.
Boy, you better get out there and run.
I couldn't ask for a ride
Yeah.
to the school. It was just 4 blocks away. You don't
yeah.
need a ride.
One
You
year
had
I
to
asked.
walk to
One
school.
year I asked for glasses. They ass got mad at that.
What you need to see?
I don't see this happening.
Squint.
Big as them words is in them Alice and Jerry books.
Yeah, we were really raised differently than these kids today. That is for sure. In other entertainment news, Solange has canceled her performances at Coachella. The music festival tweeted, due to major production delays, Solange will unfortunately no longer be performing. She sends her sincerest apologies. Coachella is a major festival. It's held outside of Los Angeles over 2 weekends in the California desert. This year's headliners are Ariana Grande and Childish Gambino. Kanye West will bring his gospel choir to Coachella for a special outdoor Easter Sunday sunrise service. So in this particular story, she didn't say why, but we understand her
it's-
band is sick.
Yeah,
band.
a lot of members of her band was sick, and so Solange had
When
a
is
very hard
Coachella?
time. I think it's like the last weekends in
You
April.
can't play a track.
Oh, it
You can't
starts
just
this
They're going to be
weekend.
sick in April
Was it
at the
this
end of
weekend?
April?
Yeah, it starts this weekend
Well,
and the next weekend. And
they have to do
Play
the
a tape
production
and
and
sing
all
the
that.
song.
There's more than one drum out here.
There's
that's
got
what
to be
she
some
was-
She
NyQuil
wants
that'll
to-
get
she
you
wants
right
to-
between now.
She wants to do it with the NyQuil. She wants to do it with the people she's comfortable with, I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, and
look,
she was
I mean,
having problems replacing them, she said.
I mean,
it starts
she's
this
an
Friday,
artist.
by the way.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She's an artist.
yes, she is.
And so, you know.
In her own right.
Play the track. Let's do the track. Get a track.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Felicity Huffman has pled guilty in the college admission scandal. Felicity Huffman, 56 of Los Angeles, paid Rick Singer $15,000 to rig her daughter's SAT test. The girl had twice the amount of time as normal to take the exam, and the proctor corrected her answers afterwards. She released a statement, Felicity did, saying, I accept full responsibility for my actions and will accept the consequences that stem from those actions. She continued, I am ashamed of the pain I have caused my daughter, my family, my friends, my colleagues, and the educational community. And as for sentencing, no word yet, but what she did does carry some jail time, up to 20 years possibly.
I bet you they don't get a day in jail.
The prosecutor's office,
not.
the prosecutors want them to do prison time, but it's the judge's call. We all know
Why
that,
would they
but
gonna do
yeah.
that type of time?
But who judging today? Is it the one that Trump just put in there? Who judge?
This ain't no Supreme Court
Yeah,
issue.
it hasn't gone all the way up there, Tommy. Like I said, the maximum sentence is 20 years. The judge has the final say. So Lori Loughlin, Aunt Becky, of course, from Full House and Fuller House, and her husband were not part of that plea deal. So this
Full
is
House, Full House,
So
Big
wait a
House,
minute. So whoa. So she took a plea deal?
Felicity
Yeah.
did.
She pleaded guilty.
She
pleaded guilty.
Well, hold up now. I mean, what I'm asking, is it a plea deal or she pled guilty?
She pled guilty. All right, so now they have to determine, what her outcome will be.
Okay, so she's opted not to go to trial.
It sounds like she pled guilty and she's waiting to see what her sentencing
Well,
will
yeah,
be.
exactly.
Or punishment will be.
And now
And
the
they said the
prosecutor
prosecution-
has
Go ahead,
recommended time, 20 years. They want her to do some time. It is up to the judge.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Gonna get that 21 years.
Man, I can promise you they won't.
For my child that couldn't. Ooh.
Well, the part that gets me, I understand that you want your child to have a better life. You want your child in top quality schools. Here's the problem. If your child doesn't qualify in the normal route to get into them top level schools, how's your child going to get there in the school and compete? That's the part I don't do. So if you got to buy this test, these results, how many more tests you going to have to pass? Because
4
the SAT
years.
ain't the hard part. The hard part is all them
Maintain.
classes.
Yes.
4 years of classes. You know how much money you're going to have to spend?
Well,
But if you're giving money, they don't care if you go to class or not. They'll pass you.
there you
donating to
go.
the school
Now
to
that
you.
you've said a mouthful right there, Jay.
Yeah.
That is the
If you're giving
absolute
money,
truth.
You gotta go to class.
And I mean, look at all the people who weren't caught, who have degrees and all
Right.
this stuff. All right, we're moving on. Coming up.
I didn't get caught or get a degree. I don't even understand what this damn conversation is about.
Coming up at 34 after the hour, R. Kelly is open to a follow-up interview with Gayle King. Robert.
What?
He going back?
Robert.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Well, if you had any doubts about R. Kelly being delusional, get this, okay? He actually thought the interview he did with Gayle King was good for his image. Do I need to repeat that? R. Kelly actually thought that the interview he did with Gayle King was good for his image. Did he see
you
it?
serious?
Was he there? All right. In fact, he's actually considering doing a follow-up with Gayle King. Gayle said she reluctantly called his team after the interview aired to see how they were feeling about it. They were like, look, we're so glad you called. They were really pleased, she said. They thought people got to see how passionate he was. They got to see his pain, and maybe they got to look at it in a different way.
Damn,
You know
That's
what
what
he
you
gonna
got out of
do?
that, Robert?
You know what he gonna do?
What?
He gonna mess around and talk his ass right into prison.
Yeah.
Because, man, if you thought that was a good interview, man, it's something wrong with you.
Yeah.
It's really, man, and he's got bad people around him. Because if you think another interview, another follow-up interview, see, your passion, brother, I'm telling you, man, somebody's advising him all wrong. Now, and he's done some things that's crazy too now. So you've done some things that's crazy. You're being accused of something that's crazy, and then your interview was crazy.
Well, he doesn't see it that way, Steve. He
And you don't
begs
think
to
none of this
differ with
crazy.
you.
Hey, man, let me tell you what's going to happen, man. And I really, man, they're going to end up in a trial because he's not going to take a plea. And he's going to go up on the stand in his own defense because he has
And you
that
go-
type of mindset. And it's going to be lights out, man.
Wow. All right. Well, one more thing, Steve. R. Kelly did a paid club gig in Springfield, Illinois over the weekend or Springfield, Illinois, as he called
Well,
it.
that's down the street.
Yeah, apparently it was lined up back in December before the surviving R. Kelly documentary aired. Documentary aired. Sources say the tickets were originally $100, but dropped to $50. Only about 50 people showed up. R. Kelly was on social media before his club gig, asking the media to take it easy on him. Take a listen.
Yo, this your boy Kels, and I got an event to do tonight in Springfield, Illinois. So I want the media to take it easy on me, man. This is how I got to get paid now for right now. So I got to go do this event, and it's a party. So when you see me in the club with a couple of drinks in my hand and chilling, please take it easy. Appreciate it, y'all. Thanks.
Well, that ain't gonna help.
That is not going to help.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. That's what we've come down to.
Man.
Robert.
Came up with that plan.
Okay, it ain't nobody in his camp. It's nobody.
Where is your? Come on, dog.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jay.
Yeah, pull up, pal. Yeah. Pull up, pal.
Is he?
Yeah.
No, the note of blank you ain't. That dude.
Where's your serious dog? For real? Seriously?
You going where, man?
Yeah.
Who
He needs some checks and
controls his social
balances.
media? Who filmed it? And who posted and went, yeah, say that. But you're asking, I mean, man, I don't understand that. I really, really don't. Something's wrong, man. I mean, I know something's wrong, but I mean, man, you know, it's the only way I got to make money right now. So I'm asking y'all, you know, take it easy on me. Gonna have a couple drinks in my hand. Okay. 50 people.
50 people. Yeah, at $50 a piece.
50
Well,
times
you definitely
50.
gonna stand out with 50 people in there. You won't. be hard to
2,500.
find if it's just 50.
50 times 50.
2,500.
2,500.
Yeah. That's what that is.
Wow. Well, he's currently free on $1 million bail after being indicted on criminal sex abuse charges with underage girls back in February. So,
Wow.
yeah. Wow.
What a fall.
Where is this going?
Man.
Yeah. Yep. I just can't believe he thought that interview with Gayle went well. And
I can't
wanna
believe he
follow
won't do
up.
another one.
Yeah, he wants to.
Let me tell y'all some more.
I'm so
Yeah.
glad you called, Gayle.
He
What?
still had bigger nights than some of the nights I have at the J Spot. So hey.
Oh my God! Oh my God! All right, up next it is the nephew with the prank phone call. Welcome back, Jay. Right after this.
I
Good
hate him.
Lord.
Ignorant.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after, it's my strawberry letter for today. The subject turned off and on at the same time. But right now, Nephew Tommy is here with today's prank phone call. What you got for us, Neff?
You know, normally I say, Deborah K.
Yeah, do you,
know.
boo? Come on now.
But y'all be making me feel like uncomfortable with my delivery. So I said, Deborah K. You know, see if y'all like that a little bit.
Yeah, I like the new one better because you holler all the time. I think you should. I think, me personally, that you should, you know, vary your approach to these.
Vary my approach. Okay.
I haven't heard Halloween in a while,
Lunchbox.
so I like it. I really missed it a lot.
Well, you weren't here. You were on the cruise.
You ain't missed nothing. This is the same thing. He do it the same way every time.
And that's okay.
Yeah.
Phone call.
It's
Your daddy is my brother.
It's a little startling, but
Yeah, you know, it's just all. It's
what
the
about
same
those
damn
W's, though, Steve?
thing. No. Went to wedding.
Blowing everybody's bangs and papers all over the place.
Hey. It's Deborah K. Here it is. Let's run it.
Hello?
May I speak to
This
Let me tell you something to you. My name is Wayne. You did my auntie's hair yesterday, and now I don't know what you did. I don't know what kind of glue you'd use with weaves or whatever, but my auntie hair done fell out in church today.
well, I don't even use glue, because I don't even know why you coming at me on the side tip anyway about your auntie.
My
Who
auntie
the is your auntie?
My auntie is Deborah, and her hair
I
fell
don't
out.
even know no Deborah. I don't do no Deborah hair. You talking about I use glue? I don't use glue. I've been sewing her hair since 1982. You coming at me with some glue? I don't do no glue.
Who you think you tripping with? Look, let me tell you.
Because you coming at me on some side. I did some Deborah. I don't
to you. All I'm saying is...
You gotta say what you gotta say, because I'm serious about my hair weave. You coming at me with some glue. It's too hot for some glue. That be done melted on the side of your head.
Well, that's what happened, and I fell off in service, and all the church members is sitting there laughing at her.
Well, she shouldn't have been. Maybe she trying to get the devil out of her, because she ain't had no business shouting that damn hard anyway, but I don't with no glue.
You ain't finna sit here and talk about my auntie and her Jesus. Don't you talk about how she shout.
Auntie, I don't even know this lady. I don't even know that. What are you talking about glue? I don't do glue.
They call her Miss Deborah.
I don't know no Miss Deborah.
She just got her hair done from you yesterday. How you gonna sit here and act like you ain't cut it? Yesterday.
I didn't cut you just said glue. Tell Deborah to call me. Tell her to be a real woman and call me and tell me the mistake I done made. Because I don't remember no Deborah and I ain't used no glue.
I'm finna tell everybody in Atlanta, Georgia not to come to your house.
Wait a minute. Wait 1 minute. You wait 1 minute. That's my livelihood you with. Now, I don't need you. Who is this? Who are you?
My name is Wayne.
Well, I don't know no Wayne. Look here, Wayne.
I know you don't know Wayne, but you know.
I'm tell you, I got a brother named Big J and Leroy. Bring your Wayne. Bring your Wayne.
Look, let me tell you something. I don't want no problem, but I will throw these hands if I got to.
What? Big J number throw them hands. Look here. I ain't got time to tell your auntie whoever made the mistake, it wasn't me. Now look, you done got me out here on Good Sunday. I just came from church. It's hot as hell, and you telling me about some glue? You ain't got to do today, do you? You ain't got nothing to do.
I got to find out why my auntie hair falling out in church.
Well, it ain't me, so call somebody else in Atlanta. Cause I am the been the since '82.
But well, you must not be in right now. You got people hair falling out in church and glue falling all off on the pews.
Don't say your auntie probably glued her own and that's probably why it fell out. Now I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm the hottest stylist in Atlanta. So I don't know who no Deborah. She ain't nobody. I ain't do her hair. I don't up hair. You can call any and everybody in Atlanta. They'll tell you the same thing.
Look. All I'm saying is, you done messed up my auntie hair. I want to get it rectified. I need you, first of all, to call and apologize to her.
Apologize? Have you got a low show? You been drinking on some Jesus juice with your auntie. That's why her hair fell out. You and Michael Jackson and your auntie Deborah Cece or whatever her name is.
Look, let me tell you. First of all, you gonna respect my auntie.
Okay, whatever you say her name is, I with her.
I want you to redo my auntie hair for free and give her money back from the first time she paid you.
I don't know who this. Hold on. I don't know who this. I don't know who you are.
I'm Wayne.
Why you coming? Wayne, look here, Wayne. I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna hang up in your face.
No,
Wayne.
Hold up. I'm Deborah nephew Wayne. Now, my ain't 52 years old. Now, if you ain't gonna respect your elders, how you expect to be blessed? You say you just went to church this morning.
See, that's the problem. You calling me on Sunday with some got me cussing like this. See, now I gotta go back inside and have a conference with my pastor behind some.
I got one more thing I need to say to you before I get off the phone.
What say what you gotta say, because you wasting my minutes.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked from your girlfriend.
Oh, I was about to have my brothers come whoop your That got me. That got me. Nephew Tommy.
What's up, man? Your girl told me, she said, trust me, going off the first 12 seconds.
She know. She know what it is, Nephew Tommy. Tommy.
Hey, baby, let me ask you. You don't do no glue?
No, I don't no glue. I don't. Hey, I can tell you, I don't no glue. It's too hot.
It's too hot for glue.
Too hot for the glue.
All right, baby. Ain't nobody half fell out of church tonight. They say you the bomb down there, so I just wanted to call and make sure I prank my girl. She the one.
Oh, I'm a up on site. On site.
All right, baby, answer one thing for me. What is the baddest, the baddest radio show in the world?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show.
There it is. That's ain't double K right there, baby.
No,
I
your
know
weaves.
I'm gonna do my any hair again.
That's,
You're gonna
kind,
do
that's
what
kind
you
of a
got to do.
sticky situation you had there, man.
Here.
Know your stylist. Know your
Yes.
stylist. She does not play.
Well, real quick, ladies, what's the difference between a stylist and a beautician?
I tell you what, call 1-1. You'll see real damn straight.
Just say it.
Perfect answer, Jay.
It's just a matter of decades.
It's a matter.
Well, yeah,
Just
it's
time.
age.
Yeah.
You know, you a beautician, you over 50.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's for damn sure. What do you do? I'm a beautician.
Yeah.
That's an old school right
Yeah.
there.
They used to have that sign in the shop, we're beauticians, not magicians.
Yes.
Wow. All right, it's going down this weekend. Glenside, Pennsylvania, Saturday, April 13th, Keswick Theater, sold out. Me and the beautiful Samoa. So, laying in the cut, Knoxville, Tennessee, Knoxville Civic Auditorium, Friday, April the 19th. Tickets on sale right now in Virginia Beach. That's May 2nd. May 2nd through the 4th at Virginia Beach Comedy Club. The nephew is coming to town. And Mother's Day weekend, I am in Texarkana. That's right, first time. Texarkana at the Texarkana Convention Center. So people in Texarkana, this is what you do. You go to thomasmiles.com. thomasmiles.com. As soon as you get to my page, you can click on it where you can get your tickets. I've made it simple and easy for you in Texarkana, Saturday night at the convention center. Tickets on sale right now. So the nephew was coming, Mother's Day weekend. But Sunday morning, I got to get up and get to my mama, though. So if y'all come to see me, it's going to be Saturday evening, because early Sunday morning, I'm going to see my mama and my wife. Okay, thank you.
Amen. As you should.
Amen again.
Yeah.
All right.
Gotta do that.
Did you want something for saying that, or because that's what you're supposed to do, right? Yeah.
Well, I'm hoping my wife listening right now, because
Okay.
normally when she listening, I say something stupid. So I'm just
I was
hoping
saying
this
you're trying to
time.
get brownie points.
Oh.
I need it.
Yeah.
I need it. I said something the other day, and I've been hearing about this for the last 2 days.
Oh yeah.
You
said
mean
something
yesterday?
Real ignorant. Yeah.
It might have been yesterday, but I'm.
Oh, it's every
said
day,
Uh-huh.
without a doubt. But we will move on. Thank you, nephew. Coming up next, it is the Strawberry Letter subject turned on and off at the same time. We'll get into that right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, it is time now for today's Strawberry Letter. And listen, if you need advice on relationships, dating, work, sex, parenting, and more, please submit your Strawberry Letter to Steve Harvey FM. And we could be reading your letter live on the air, just like we're going to read this one. All you have to do is click Submit Strawberry Letter. That's it.
Buckle up and hold on tight. We got it for you. Strawberry Letter.
Man, you ain't sexy.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Here it is. The Strawberry Letter.
Subject turned on and off at the same time. Dear Steve and Shirley, I am in my early 40s and I have been happily married and faithful to a wonderful man for 9 years. My husband says he likes the fact that I am a wonderful mom and wife, and I keep it classy until I am behind closed doors and I turn into his super freak. The last 2 years, my sex drive has been in overdrive. My cravings for sex drive me so crazy that I have left work to meet my husband at home during the day so I could get some relief. The thing is, my husband does not share my sudden urges to have sex all of the time. He's usually tired after work and wants to cuddle, but that's it. To me, that is selfish and a complete turnoff. So I end up pleasing myself while I fantasize about other men and women that have flirted with me. Yes, other men and women flirt with me regularly, but I haven't entertained any of the advances because I value my marriage and I love my husband. In addition to always wanting to have sex, I am constantly watching porn now. And it's a problem because I have started comparing sex with my husband to what I see in videos. I am starting to get bored altogether with my husband. Lately, nothing he does really turns me on. I only get turned on from my fantasies. I have come clean with my husband about the porn and my desire to be even freakier than we already are. My husband says that there may be something wrong with me, but he's not interested in a threesome or swinging, so I need to get some help. Isn't he supposed to help me work through these types of issues so I won't cheat on him? How do you think I should handle this? Please advise.
Oh, hell.
All right, you might be a dream wife to some guys. You might be a dream. And then some, like your husband, he might think that something is wrong. I think you're going really, really fast here. You just said you're happily married to a wonderful man. Then 2 paragraphs down, you're calling him selfish and a complete turnoff. This is your issue. The fact that you're in your 40s and you're at your sexual peak. I mean, that's what happens to women. So you can't blame your husband if he's not quite there or not there at all. Your marriage needs to make these necessary adjustments. Yes, a lot of marriages have one partner wanting it more than the other. So you got to make some sort of adjustment and come meet in the middle somewhere. You just have to. Instead of 7 times a day, 7 days a week, you got to narrow that down where you both can get something out of it. The porn situation here could very well be a problem. You wanting to swing and have threesomes, that is going to be a problem in this marriage because your husband is not on that same thing. You got to sit your husband down. You guys need to talk about this situation before it really gets out of hand. All right, Steve?
Oh, it's already out of hand.
Yeah, it is.
It's already turned on and off at the same time. Well, you ain't talking about your husband, are you? Because you ain't turned on by him no more. You just turned off. What you turned on by is some other things. Let's get into the letter. Your last 2 years sex drives in overdrive. You're 40. You got to have it all the time. You done left your work to meet your husband and all during the day so I could get some relief. Now, in order for you to go home, your husband, he got to drive home too. So now he just going back and forth. Y'all got 2 cars just burning up gas. Now he looking at the money side of it too, probably. And it ain't adding up. The thing is, my husband does not share my sudden urges to have sex all the time. He's usually tired after work. You know, that's what people do when they get off work. Do you know they be tired? They just be tired because they been at work. Most people tired when they get home from work. It can happen. And he just want to cuddle because he tired. Now, you done sat up here and said, to me, that's selfish and a complete turnoff. Hell yeah, it's a turnoff, especially if you turn on and you the little red hot firecracker all of a sudden. You just up in here, you been the perfect wife, and all of a sudden you the little freak, and all of a sudden you freaky everywhere. Because now guess what you doing? You end up pleasing yourself while fantasizing about other men and women that have flirted with me. Yes, other men and women. I heard you. You didn't have to repeat it twice, but I'm glad you did. So now you want us to know that everybody wants you except him. Now we moving into the direction now. So now you fantasizing about men and women. You all over the place. See, he ain't know this. You know, when you've been married for 9 years faithful, he ain't know nothing about this other side. You developed into this person. Or could it have been that you've done some of this in your past? And then you got married and chilled out, and it all came back.
Cold cracker.
Yeah,
Come on.
You see what I'm saying? It done all came back. I don't know if these are brand new thoughts. I think this is something that's been buried deep in your psyche all along. Because now you looking at everybody. But I haven't entertained any advances because I value my marriage and I love my husband. But you are entertaining them, though. You just said you was pleasing yourself, fantasizing about other men and women. Where you think this finna go? Huh? You think you finna leave all this in your head? You think that you finna just keep fantasizing about these other men and these women and he still ain't with it? And you think that it's gonna stay right there? In addition to always wanting to have sex, I'm constantly watching porn now. And it's a problem because I've started comparing sex with my husband what I see in video. Well, he ain't in the video. Because your husband ain't a porn star. He ain't Wild Thing. Yeah. He ain't Thunder the Plumber.
You heard what he said.
He ain't the roto-rooter man.
Come on here, boy.
He ain't the pool boy that don't need a net or a long stick. He come with it already.
Hold it right there, Steve. We'll have part 2 of your response.
Well, what about
coming up at 23 after the hour? Today's Strawberry Letter subject turned on and off at the same time. We'll get back into it right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, Steve, let's recap today's Strawberry Letter and get to your part 2. Subject turned on and off at the same time.
Yeah, lady.
Turn it on.
Yeah, now here you are. 40, then turn into little Miss Hottie all of a sudden. Yeah, now you Miss Hottie. Now you got to have it all the time. Your man don't want it all the time because he coming into work and it turns you off because he tired. Now to turn you off, now you start pleasing yourself with porno. Oh, is that right now? And now you fantasizing about the other men and women that hit on you all the time. See, you think you fine to everybody but your man. So now your man, now you try to tell me that you ain't entertained any of these advances because I value my marriage and I love my husband. But you have entertained them. It's called fantasizing. So you entertaining all the men and the women that hit on you. So now you just up in there pleasuring yourself. Ain't nothing wrong with it, but that's what you do. Yeah, and in addition, I always want to have sex. I'm watching porn now.
Debbie does this.
And it's a problem because I done started comparing sex with my husband with what I see in the video. I done told you your husband ain't in the video. He ain't Thor with the big hammer. Yeah. He ain't Iron Man. Yeah. He ain't none of these. He ain't Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Coming up in there with a shield. He ain't Spider-Man swinging from building to building, scooping down, getting your web, getting you tangled up in it. He ain't none of that. He ain't Batman with the utility belt. He ain't just popping stuff out around his way. Try this, look at this. Want to see that? Watch this. Hold this, touch that. Put your leg over there. Squeeze that. Press this button. Watch this.
Come on.
Set that swing up. Watch this. Zip, bam, boom, bam. You ain't getting none of that. You ain't getting none of that.
No.
Yeah. So now, he ain't the Hulk.
Oh.
He ain't the big green man. Strong. He ain't Hercules. He ain't Sam. He ain't even in the Bible.
He ain't
Samson. He ain't even
Samson,
the He won't even be David with a little slingshot coming here and kill the giant.
Whoa.
He ain't none of that. No, you at the house with the direct opposite. Want to cuddle. Now you hurt. You hurt now. Because your husband ain't what you see in them damn videos. You get turned on from my fantasies. I've come clean with my husband about the porn and my desire to even be freakier than we already are. So now you done mentioned this to your husband. He's sitting there looking at you like you crazy because your husband said that there may be something wrong with you and he's not interested in a threesome or swinging. So now you done went to tell your husband that you want a threesome. Now we'll talk about that in a minute. But the swinging though. The swinging mean y'all go get another couple. And while he with her, you with him. Uh-oh, stop, hold on, wait a minute. Somebody about to come and get it. Now you got sold up now, sister. See, now you have introduced adultery into the relationship. You want to come in there and swing now. See, you two, while it is something wrong with you. Well, where did swinging come from?
Yeah.
Now let's get back to the threesome, because now you talking about another woman in the room? You gonna introduce that into your marriage? You really want to try that?
She just said threesome. She didn't say.
Yeah. Ain't nobody doing that with wait a minute.
Threesome? You got to be talking about another.
She didn't say.
Well, y'all just say I'm saying. You got to be talking about another woman. But what you can't do is bring somebody else in here that's unzipping their pants. That one can't happen.
Calvin?
No, you ain't finna be up in here.
Hit Leonard.
Now, you done went ahead and hired the dude from the porno video. Now, he in here 3 times the man I am.
Whoa.
We not finna have that. He in here.
Curtis.
Standing over there naked looking like... I can't do that. I edit myself. I edit myself.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. We do all love our jobs.
And you know, you might be all right. I ain't saying you ain't blessed. I ain't saying your husband ain't blessed. But, you know, he could be, you know, like Oscar Mayer boy. But then, you know, you went in there and bought somebody in his house that's, you know, over there standing over there like he holding a can of air freshener. See, them 2 different peoples now.
Whoa.
You got the Oscar Mayer boy over there, and you got Glade man on the other hand. Something happened.
These visuals.
I'm just saying, I ain't saying nothing that ain't been graphic. You can read what you want to read into it.
Oh, man.
Now, isn't he supposed to help me work through these types of issues? Help you with some more damn people? Wow. Ain't nobody finna do that. So I won't cheat on him. You already done cheated on him. You've already suggested that you bring another person in and y'all cheat together. How do you think I should handle this? Please advise. You finna lose your marriage. That's what you finna do.
Man.
That's what you finna do. Because you finna introduce something to the game that he don't want. And that's what you finna do.
She's too wild.
You're a wild thing. You go ahead. You done just got real tricky all of a sudden. Now, I would like to come back and do a reenactment.
Oh, because Jay's back.
Jay is here.
Because Jay is back.
Yeah.
And if he can remember that he's supposed to give me a chance to talk too in the reenactments, they can work out.
Not the on-air notes.
I know.
I'm just saying.
about,
I'm just saying before we come back, because he's been away for a long time, and he ain't been telling jokes. So now he gonna come and try to dominate, and ain't gonna let the husband say nothing.
King.
All right.
And I already know how you do reenactments. That's why I don't ask for them much.
Well, come on with it then.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
This is a new
Now
start. All right, look, it looks like we're going to have part 3 of this strawberry letter.
Please.
But listen, you guys can Instagram us your thoughts or email us your thoughts on today's strawberry letter at Steve Harvey FM. Coming up in 10 minutes, part 3 of Turned On and Off, the reenactment, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are back with part 3 of this strawberry letter, turned on and off at the same time.
So here it is. Jay is wanting more, and I want things to stay the way they are.
Yeah.
Right. Hector, could you get that hot grease off the stove and come up here and take your shirt off? I want to show you something.
All right, baby. I'm here. What's happening?
Well, it's just not freaky enough, you know? I want spankings, and I want them hard, like you're angry at me. I want spankings.
Now, wait a minute. Last week, we had, a filming going on in here.
Mm-hmm.
And I said I didn't want to do that, but I let you sit. I saw you with the tripod, and I helped you set it up. And now you talking about bringing what you want some grease.
I want hot grease, not just regular grease. Anybody can do cold grease.
Now, baby,
Grease
look.
has to be at a certain
Baby, look.
temperature.
Somebody gonna get hurt.
Not
Mess
if
with
it's at
all
a
this
certain
damn grease.
temperature.
And then a week before that, what did you do with the monkeys?
The monkey was very disobedient. I mean, he didn't play along with what we was trying to do.
Well, he's a monkey, baby. What'd you expect him to do?
I apologize, but it was something I wanted, and
Well, we
I
tried
Thank you for going to get it.
And I bought the monkey. Now the monkey didn't work out, so now what? Okay. So let me ask you this right here.
Well, what I would like to do, I know this is Sutton, but I think if you went and got the monkey again, and we could talk to him and explain what we into.
Now that's the same thing you had in there when I bought all that bunny fur in there. I bought the bunny fur meat,
That I like.
and you asked me for that. And then we had the bunny fur mittens in there.
Oh,
and next thing I knew, it was just baby oil all over.
You went all out, but what really made me feel bad about it is that I had to think about all the bunnies whose tails you ripped off just to make this for me. I appreciate it. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hey, baby, listen to me. I'm going to just tell you right now, this thing just got way out of hand. You ain't never been this wild before.
What's her name, Hector?
Whose name?
Your wife.
Oh, I thought you
know
were
my
talking
name
about
now?
I thought you were talking about the monkey name. But I was gonna say the monkey was a boy, and the boy name was Cheetah.
Your name is Hector. What's her name?
Lucinda.
Oh, Lucinda.
Yeah, Lucinda.
That's me. That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Okay.
How can I say? I need you to just, dig down into your nastiness. That's what I need you to do. Go inside yourself.
Damn. Here you go. See, Lucinda, where's all this nastiness coming from? See, you've been in there watching them porno movies, and I told you I don't do all that. You're just doing too much now.
And she's in her 40s now.
Now, we done already in here, your weight ain't what it was. You done broke a pool table.
I know.
The kids can't shoot pool no more.
I
You
know.
broke damn pool table.
I know.
We done then you saw that other video from that girl off that housewife show, and you tore all the shower rods down in the house.
But it just looked like a fun thing to do. That's all.
Oh, it looked fun, but I'm telling you got a little more weight on it than that girl did.
You're absolutely right. So it would just take more stove grease, heated at a perfect temperature, for you to rub all over my body
Stove grease.
and spank me hard. That's not much to ask.
No, but see, that go along with the, week 4 last when we was in the bathroom and you had me stick my foot in the toilet and keep flushing it. And I was trying that.
I just get rushed thinking about
And that was crazy. And then I pulled my foot out. My foot looking like a prune. It's all shriveled up. I didn't like that. I just had my foot in that toilet, just kept flushing over and over and over because you like the sound of rushing water.
The one time I really have to thank you for really going all out for me, and I know it was kind of uncomfortable, but you did it because you cared. You put cotton candy all over your body, and it was amazing. It was amazing.
Come on, Hector. Way to play the game, Hector.
Participation.
Boy, Lucinda, you something else. This is getting out of hand now. Now, let me tell you something. I already told you what I'm going to do next week. We're supposed to take the week off so I can get myself together.
Okay.
Because, I told you I wanted to get myself together. So then you going to come in here and I done already ordered the stuff for next week.
What you got?
I got the little kids red wagon that I'm bringing in.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna be in here with a little red wagon, and I done hired 2 little people.
Okay. So far, so good.
Now I don't know what we finna do in here
You down,
with these
Lucinda?
with these 2 little people and this damn red wagon with these gates on it. Now I'm trying to rest up for that.
I just want you to know you're making a girl steam up. Yes, you are.
Well, it's gonna get steamy in here, cause I hired them 2 little people from what's that TV show? With the women
Little
on.
Women of Atlanta,
Yeah.
of L.A.
Yeah. I hired them from Little People Big World.
Little people, big world.
Yeah,
Well, we'll
hired
see
them.
next week. See how your game is, okay?
Well, okay, I'm just telling you, baby, we need to slow some of this down. And what I cannot have you doing is introducing other peoples in here.
No, okay.
Because I don't want to do all that.
Oh, no threesomes, no swinging?
I don't really like the people. The monkeys, I can deal with the monkeys.
Really?
And we had a chicken in here last month. That chicken was a lot, though, because it kept pecking all the wrong places.
Oh, ouch.
I said, hey, boy, you need to get your ass away from here.
Well, at least he's willing to try, Lucinda.
I'm willing to try if you're willing to try.
Tell you what ain't going to happen what you asked me for last week.
What was that?
Yeah, Shaq can't come up in here. I'm going to just tell you that right now.
That's how you draw the line.
Well, we drawing a damn line right here. Because he going to be in here just taking and doing what he want to do. I can't control Shaq.
I'll be gentle.
What, Shaq?
I'll be gentle. If you let
See
me come
right
in, I'll
there,
be
hey,
gentle.
Shaquille.
What's going on? What's going on, Hector?
Listen to me. I don't know how she got you on speaker and speed dial, but you got to slow this down, Shaq.
We got to go.
Lucinda, I'm here. I'm here, Lucinda, if you need me.
Coming up at the top of the hour, we got to get out of here. Thank you guys for that reenactment. Coming up, we'll talk NCAA right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, guys. This is your time to shine. Let's congratulate the NCAA men's champions. Come on, Junior.
Yeah, congratulations to the University of Virginia. Whatever.
They won it.
Yeah.
Give it to 'em.
Cavaliers.
Okay, and well, I'm from Texas. I'm going for Texas Tech.
Oh, yeah.
Well, y'all done had been a rough year for Texas, so just hang in there. I'm from Cleveland. Deal with it.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it was a good game they played, man. It just wasn't meant to be.
No, it was.
Virginia
What
won,
happened,
though.
though, guys? They went into
They
overtime.
should have won before overtime.
Yeah.
That's what they should.
Yeah.
They had it.
Yeah.
They had it.
Well, I can't say they had it, because if they had it, they'd have had it. You know what I mean?
They had the game.
Perfect
man,
logic.
They have it, dog. If they had it, they'd have had it.
So they didn't have it.
No, they ain't have it. They played, man.
Coaches say, if we'd had it, we'd have had it. We didn't have it.
Yeah, and I don't really see no one play that did it. I didn't, they chanced to win it.
Play.
In the corner, it got blocked. That was great D. He took the shot he was supposed to take.
Oh, man.
How
But
about that
it was
big white
crazy,
boy?
man.
that
But,
shot.
like, I'm going to tell you something, man. Like, okay, man. Where was the game played at?
Minneapolis.
Minnesota.
Because, man, when Virginia won, it didn't seem like that many people in the crowd was going crazy. It wasn't that many. To me, it didn't go crazy like I thought it would go to win a championship.
Yeah, it
Well,
was
they
in
kept flashing
Minneapolis.
back to Virginia in their stadium. It's full.
The watch
Oh, yeah.
party.
That's where the students watching the game at.
Same at Lubbock and Texas Tech. Yeah.
Right.
And then the ladies, the Baylor University Bears, the Lady Bears, they won. But their game was in Tampa. So I guess they played different locations every year.
Yeah. But, man, the boys, they played their heart out. They was heartbroken when they lost, though. They was heartbroken.
They left it all out on the floor, that's for sure.
Yeah. That's a good cliche, Jay. Way to go.
So this is it now? This is all.
They came to play,
No
that's
more.
for sure.
That's
They
it.
came to
It's
play.
time for the pros now.
For the NBA.
Yes.
On to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
Yeah.
we sure
And
have
so
some
who
more
you got
sports.
there?
Not the Lakers.
We got them damn Rockets. Who you think we got?
No, I ride with the Rockets now.
We ride.
Be going, y'all.
Gonna be real, real hard to beat the Warriors, man.
Man.
Real, real hard.
Every year.
It's gonna be real, real hard, man. I don't see nobody, cause ain't nobody over there. Now coming out the East, who y'all think gonna come out? Out the West, y'all want Houston to come out the West.
Yeah.
Right.
I would love to see Chris Paul win one.
Yes.
I really, really
I
would.
would
I would
too,
love
man.
to see Chris Paul and Harden win one.
Mm-hmm.
Now who gonna come out the East?
Either
Ooh,
Philly
or the
or
Celtics.
Milwaukee.
Yeah, no, I don't. No, the Celtics not coming out the East. That's not gonna happen. They not playing great ball. That damn Milwaukee though. Whew.
Boy, the Greek.
If that boy stay healthy,
I just can't
he a
say his
handful.
name.
I can't either.
Don't
That's why
try
I
to
call
say
him
it. Just say the Greek.
The Greek, and then Philly. Boston has the talent,
They do.
but they don't have the guy, and the guy is really Kyrie, but they don't give him the ball like he's the guy, and I just think their youth is gonna eat him up in the playoffs.
He should have stayed in
He
Cleveland.
should. I know he wish.
Man,
You know
him and LeBron.
You know he looking for LeBron.
Cleveland.
Man,
But I guess you had to see, huh? You had to take that chance.
Yeah,
and
see.
You had to
a
see.
lot of times when you want to get out from under the shadow of another person, you have to remember one thing about the shadow. The shadow is actually shade.
Yeah, but
Spotlight,
sometimes
huh?
it's good to leave.
Okay, I ain't mad at you, Jay.
Come on, bitter man.
Jay coming from
Cliche,
somewhere else. All right, Jay.
I ain't mad at nobody.
You talking
but
about somebody that
sometimes
done
that's
left.
how
Well, we just
Take your-
talking about this basketball team right
Yeah,
here.
that's what
Nobody
I'm
talking about your
that's what I'm
radio
talking about.
career.
That's what I'm talking about.
Whoa.
Yeah, you take your own damn cruise when you
Yeah.
want to, Jay. You hear me?
Yeah, we know why you left.
But I
Take
think
your
something
own
going
cruise.
on when you get sick at the same time as the cruise.
Every year, Steve. He's only
mean,
been with us what,
Always go.
a year. Yeah.
I mean, it's like it throw you into
I
something.
think so, sure.
Okay. Would I lie to y'all?
Yeah.
Hell
Yes. Yes.
Did Virginia just beat Texas?
Texas
Yeah.
Tech.
Would you lie to us? You the same dude who used to have a diary.
What does that
A
mean?
They had a
diary?
diary?
What does that mean, Steve?
That's a long time
That's
ago.
enough.
We don't talk about that anymore.
Yeah, we're gonna leave that
Well, y'all
alone.
both shut up on that one. What happened?
What's in this diary?
What's in
What
this
is
diary? Y'all gotta bring this to
Every
work.
damn thing was in there.
What man does that?
Me and him, hold up, man. No, ain't no what man does that him. Ain't no what man does that. I'm in it, everybody in it.
Oh, man.
Yeah, then she found it. I'll be damned.
Wait, what?
That's a long story.
Juicy. This is juicy.
Oh, we gotta
Yeah,
get
this ain't true. It happened a long time ago. I was 30 years ago.
Before I was saved. Come on.
Yeah, it's more than 30 years.
Oh, man.
Always got to throw the Lord in there some kind of way.
Then I'm over there trying to get the diary, and then she gonna open it up and show me why I'm in it.
Wait,
He done wrote about you, too.
Man, I tried to snatch it out of her hand. You knew. Shut up, lying. You knew. Y'all was together. I'll be damned.
Oh, man.
You're not supposed to keep a record or nothing, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh,
this is
man.
before phones,
Before
man, you know.
camera phones, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, this when you had a little black book.
Yes.
Nah.
You said diary, Tommy. It's
Nah, it was a big notebook.
Did it have a lock on it or anything?
Pages and pages and pages.
It was a journal of my time on the road as a comedian. Yeah.
Oh, you journaled. Okay.
Yeah.
That's very therapeutic.
Yeah, it would have been great if it had just been about his life as a comedian on the road, but it wasn't. Just his damn life, his experiences. Gonna put my name in. I'm over there asking the girl, can we get it back? She started reading chapters about me. I'm sitting there thinking, I'll be dead. You was with him. I was
You can't get it back.
Maybe them 8 pages is lying.
We worked some gigs together. Yeah, I wrote about it. Yeah.
Did you try to grab it and miss?
I tried. No, she wasn't. She would go in the back and bring a page out.
What?
So if I'd have grabbed the book at that time, it would have been breaking and entering. So I didn't want them charges. I just went on, dealt with it. I said she'd go up there and get a page, bring it out, read it to me. Go back in there, bring another page out and read it to me. Then one time she came out, I was gone. Yeah, she came out to read about the 8th page. I just got on up and left. This is going downhill.
Oh, man.
Jay, you still got it?
Oh, no.
We didn't get it back.
Well, that was interesting.
She got it.
You got it. I never got it back.
We got to get out of here, guys. We'll have more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here's what's trending, guys. You know, every once in a while, Mother Nature just finds a way to get even. Check this out. There's this case where this rhino poacher who broke into South Africa's Kruger National Park, all right? Officials say 4 poachers went in and only 3 came out. Now, according to reports, the unlucky fella, the poacher, was, this is not funny, but he was stomped to death by an elephant. Yeah.
Well,
yeah, before lions, wait, it gets even worse, Steve. First, he was stomped to death by an elephant. Then lions had their way with his carcass. Apparently, there wasn't even enough to identify the guy by. So he's a rhino poacher who got killed by an elephant and eaten by lions.
Well, there's 3 more poachers that's out of the poaching business.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow. I know that would
That's the
deter
good
me.
news.
Yeah,
Here's the good news. This their last trip in the bush.
Yeah.
Looking for rhino, leopard, anything. Yeah, this is funny, because that's what his ass get. Going in here to kill this rhino so he can make a couple $1,000, and then the rhino lose his life. They're already endangered species.
I think we should do a reenactment. Well, Steve is the elephant, and I'm the interviewer, as to he's just had enough of it.
Yeah.
All right? We are here in the bush with... We are here in the bush.
Oh, I love this.
That's pretty good.
I live for this.
You can't do that all day, okay? We're in the bush with the elephant who took the 3 poachers out. What do you have to say for yourself?
Well, you know, I was
He's
I was minding my damn business, and yeah, I know these 3 dark-skinned fellas come through the bush. Why I stay out here? Because they no good in here. Well, you know, anybody supposed to be out here but us. And here they came.
Were you ever afraid?
Well, I was, but you know, all 3 of them had a gun. But so I waited on them, crouched down in the bushes, and they was aiming. They was over there aiming at my buddy Roscoe the Rhino, and I seen him. And I said, "Well, I tell you what, you ain't finna shoot Roscoe." So I snuck up on his ass because they were paying close attention. I bumped him. You know, it don't take much for me to knock nobody down. and you know, so as soon as I bumped him, he fell. And then the other dog, and the other 3 dark-skinned dudes looked at me. All I saw was eyes, so I swung around, hit one of them with my ass. I don't know what happened. He went flying. And then the other dude looked scared, but when I swung around to hit him with my ass, I spun around. I ain't see the poor fella, and I stepped on him, dead in the damn chest.
Well, through all your fighting, how is Roscoe?
Oh, Rocco the Rhino, he fine. Now that fella, when I stepped in his chest, you know, that kind of knocked the wind out of him. You know, I ain't saying I killed him because I don't want to be up on no charges, so I ain't admitting to nothing. You know what I'm saying?
You're not a snitch, are you?
Because you know what I ain't finna do.
When you left, right?
Well, you know what I'm saying. What all I did was step in his chest. I don't really know what happened. He was alive when I left.
Right.
You know, last thing, my big ass don't need to be in court.
Thank you so very much.
Because you know how they handle us. And when I stepped in his chest and I walked off, now I saw the lines over there. I said, well, you know, don't look like gonna be a whole lot of evidence in this case.
Elephant, what?
Hard to get dental records home. Hard to get dental record with 1 tooth.
All right. We'll be back with more of the Steve Harvey Morning Show right after this. Make the elephant sound.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
In entertainment news, Gabrielle Union Wade is supporting her 11-year-old stepson with pride. On Sunday, Gabrielle and her family got all decked out in their rainbow gear for the Miami Pride Festival in support of their son, Zion Wade. Unfortunately, Dwayne Wade was unable to attend the parade because of the Miami heat. They had an away game in Toronto, but he shared his pride on social media for all to see. Zion had his own cheering section today, D. Wade said on Instagram. "Wish I was there to see you smile, kid." Zion's older brother Zaire also showed some love on the internet and told his followers, "Love you, little bro, no matter what." People on social media are praising Dwayne and Gabrielle's positive approach to parenting, with some saying the celebs are parents to look up to. Wow.
I ain't mad at
That's
that.
nice.
Great,
I ain't mad at that.
Right. That's their son.
Yeah.
They do
right.
seem like very loving parents, especially with the new
Absolutely.
little baby they have and everything. Very loving.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Not
and
to put that pressure.
Well,
on
I
them.
can't say
Like
nothing
they
about it because I'm still mad at my damn boys for asking for that damn Cadillac Escalade.
Steve, you talked about that 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, well, whatever. It's still burning.
Okay.
You talking about you want a damn Cadillac Escalade. Ain't working nowhere. Talking about a damn Cadillac Escalade.
No, you
I'm
know
glad
how
you
I
didn't buy it,
felt.
though.
Yeah.
You what, Tommy?
I'm glad you didn't buy it. Did you buy it?
Boy, hell, boy.
That's too much.
No.
Yeah, it's too much.
We got in trouble asking for bus fare when we were coming up.
Wow.
Man, they looked at me so crazy. I asked for a bike one year. They looked at me like I had lost my damn a bike.
A bike.
Boy, you better get out there and run.
I couldn't ask for a ride to the school. It was just 4 blocks away. You don't need a ride.
Yeah.
One
You
year
had to
I
walk
asked.
to school.
One year I asked for glasses. They ass got mad at that.
What you need to see?
I don't see this happening.
Squint.
Big as them words is in them Alice and Jerry books.
Yeah, we were really raised differently than these kids today. That is for sure. In other entertainment news, Solange has canceled her performances at Coachella. The music festival tweeted, due to major production delays, Solange will unfortunately no longer be performing. She sends her sincerest apologies. Coachella is a major festival. It's held outside of Los Angeles over 2 weekends in the California desert. This year's headliners are Ariana Grande and Childish Gambino. Kanye West will bring his gospel choir to Coachella for a special outdoor Easter Sunday sunrise service. So, in this particular story, she didn't say why, but we understand her band is sick.
Yeah, a lot of members of her band was sick, and so Solange had
When
a
is
very hard
Coachella?
time. I think it's like the last weekend's in April.
You can't play a track.
Oh, it starts this weekend.
They're going to be sick in April, at the end of April?
Yeah, it starts this weekend.
Well,
and the next weekend. And
they have to do the production and all that.
There's more than one drum out here.
Yeah.
There's got to be some NyQuil that'll get you right between that.
She wants to do it with the NyQuil. She wants to do it with the people she's comfortable with, I'm sure.
Well, I mean,
and she was having problems replacing them, she said.
I mean,
it starts
she's
this
an
Friday,
artist.
by the way.
Yeah.
She's an artist.
Yes, she is.
And so, you know.
In her own right.
Play the track. Let's do the track. Get a track.
All right, so we'll be back with our last break of the day and some closing remarks from our fearless leader, the one and only Mr. Steve Harvey, right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we are, Steve. Last break of the day. Jay is back. And then Junior took the day off yesterday. He's back. Amazingly, they came back on the same day, and they're both well. That's the most important thing.
He's not going to outsick me.
You're not going to have it, huh?
Anyway,
Y'all
Steve.
had y'all medication.
I know. I'm glad. I'm glad everybody's healthy and well and back at work. And so Steve, leave us with some closing remarks,
here we
please.
go.
All right.
I want to try to help people understand something about mistakes. I think that mistakes are overrated. They really are. I think that oftentimes the mistakes you make are misunderstood. I think that the mistakes you make are not the failures that you've let them mount themselves up to be. But what mistakes actually really are just valuable learned experiences. Mistakes are actually experience. You know, you've got to become experienced in life. You become experienced through mistakes. Mistakes are necessary. Mistakes teach us how to get it right. Mistakes show something in us that some people try not to make you see when you make one. When you make a mistake, you make a mistake because there was an effort put forward in attempting to do something. And sometimes those mistakes don't turn out the way you wanted it to. Now, I'm not talking about you deciding that you're going to sell dope for a living. I'm not talking about the mistakes where you said, I'm going to go down here and rob this bank. I'm talking about the mistakes that you make in a righteous effort to move yourself forward. But I got to say this, though. Even if you made the decision once upon a time to sell dope or to rob a bank, when you come through the other side, when you pay your time, when you've paid your dues, when you've suffered the consequences, that too becomes a learned and valuable experience. But instead, what some people do is they take these mistakes, they sit in the confines of the walls of a penal institution, and they decide that what they learned was a better way to do it. And I'll be damned if some people don't come out and repeat the same mistake again because they think they found a better way to do it. Now, listen to me, man. If you think that you found a better way to commit the crime, don't you think the police is out here finding better ways to solve them? Everybody trying to prove their position. And I'm telling you, the law is going to win. So even then, man, come on. You've got to take the negatives that happen to you and turn them into a positive. I can show you, man, people who used to be in the game on the wrong side and paid the consequences and got out and decided, you know what? I'm not going to be that. I'm going to better myself. And they took what they learned from the mistakes and they turned them around and they turned themselves into some pretty good individuals. I know a lot of people who were inmates who are now outstanding people. But now let's look at the person who makes a mistake that's trying to do something righteous. You open up a business and it fails. You get into a relationship and it fails. You have a baby and then you break up, but you still got to be a father. You still got to be a mother. You still have to do the right things. When you make a mistake and you're trying to accomplish something righteous and you fail at it, it's an experience that you have to have. I'll give you an example. In the comedy business, you don't learn the comedy business from killing. You learn the comedy business from them nights you up there bombing, from them nights you up there not doing well, from them nights you up there dying. When there's 30 people in the crowd on the A show and the club owner decide to let the same 30 stay because he ain't sold no tickets for the B show and he just hoping they buy another drink, but not realizing you got to stand there and try to entertain the same 30 people again. That's when you learn. You learn from losing the basketball game, because now you got to go back to the film room and you got to see what you did wrong. And in correcting that mistake, it makes you better for the next opponent. See, you don't get better at basketball because you make the game-winning shot. You get better at basketball because you miss the game-winning shot, because it pushes you in the gym so you can train harder and work harder. So if you get in that situation, you won't blow it again. It's called experience, y'all. Stop letting your mistakes define you and allow those mistakes to redefine you. Let those mistakes redefine you. Turn you into who you really want to be, because you're going to have to get through the mistakes to get to where you want to be. If you let every mistake you make crumble you, you'll never be built up to be who you need to be. These mistakes are not to crumble you. They are to solidify you. These mistakes are to ground you. They're to grow you. These mistakes are to strengthen you. I've made so many mistakes. A lot of my mistakes been public. And from all of the slings and arrows that come my way from my public mistakes, I still keep going forward.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharveyfm.com.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.